Look at that. Mm-hmm. I'm the little spoon, literally. Oh, Rico.
Yes, my love.
What do we have here? What's going on?
The glasses are on. You know what's going on.
We're making onion soup today. And when I tell you that I absolutely need my husband to help me with this soup, it is true. Exhibit A. How you doing?
This is innovation.
You're hanging in there.
This is how you chop onions.
I need tears. I need manly tears.
Tears are brewing. I got 6 onions to go, so.
I like the stains on your shirt.
I do what I can. No one makes me cry harder
Than me.
than onions. Which is why I have to wear the glasses, but not today.
So, because of this wonderful man, we have all of these wonderful onions. These are, I know, aren't they so strong? Oh, I was feeling it all day. Even though I was over there in the other part of the room, I could still feel them.
Serious question. What's the difference between French onion and onion soup? Isn't it the same thing?
It is the same thing, to my knowledge. French onion soup is the classic. That's where it all started. It started many centuries ago in France. I read this actually today, that it was a peasant dish because onions were in surplus.
Got it. So there's no difference. Okay.
Okay, yes.
What do we do?
So, I have my Spanish onions here. Speaking of Spanish onions, these are a type of yellow onion, but they tend to be a little bit bigger, and they also have less water in them, less of a water content, which means that they caramelize faster.
The type of onion matters. I've learned my lesson.
Yes, and Eric gets very hangry, so we need to cook quickly around here.
Oh my God.
So, speaking of caramelizing onions, I have a big thing of butter in the bottom of this pan, and then I have the beautiful sliced onions that Eric sliced up for us. And we're just gonna go ahead and saute these over medium-high heat for about 40 to 50 minutes until they caramelize and they're nice, deep golden brown. You wanna keep turning them every few minutes so that they caramelize really evenly. And you wanna leave your pot top off because you want some of that water to evaporate.
Oh, did not know that. Can I stir?
Let's go. Tear it over, my man. So the onions are starting to cook down. They were up to here before, and now they're cooking down slowly but surely. We're getting really close here. They're starting to turn that beautiful mahogany brown, but I like them a little bit more. They're ready to rumble. Yay! Eric?
Yes.
Give me the most important part. Cognac! Oh, this is the secret ingredient to French onion soup, is the cognac. The cognac is added to the pan so that it deglazes the pan, and all those little particles that kind of like, not burnt on, but crisped on to the bottom of the pan lift up and infuse the soup. So I'm gonna mix that right in, and then Eric, I need the liquid. Now some people use beef broth, which is a little bit more intense. I actually really like low sodium chicken broth. I think it's a better option for kind of just like the mellowness and the butteriness of your onions. It's not too overpowering. So you're gonna add a whole thing of chicken broth right into your pot. And this is gonna create the soup. Last but not least, Eric, I wish I had your arms because I like a lot of pepper. So here we go. And the final touch is you're gonna mix this all together bring your soup to a boil, and then turn it down to a simmer, and you're gonna let it simmer for at least 10 minutes. You can do it more if you have more time, but you just wanna cook off that alcohol. And then we'll be ready, Eric. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Look at that. So Eric, would you like to tell about your special ramekins?
Mom shout out. Thanks, Mom. These were my mom's when my twin brother and I were super young, and she gifted them to us. French onion crocs.
They're perfect for putting under the broiler, because if you really want to serve French onion soup the real way, you gotta do an oven safe ramekins so that you can broil the cheese on the top. That's the best part. So Rico, do you want to slice some of that bread?
Sure.
It looks like you already may have sliced into it. You want to show the folks what you did?
Can you explain what you're doing here? So you're putting soup in the crocs.
Yes.
And then where does the bread go on?
Then take a slice of that bread, if you can get through it. It's got a crusty shell. Some baguette. Oh. Piece down.
And
you're just gonna put it, kind of lay it right on the top of the onion soup, just like that. You don't even need to press it in, just kind of leave it. And then top it with some Gruyere cheese, or you can use Emmentaler cheese, which is like a very mild Swiss cheese, kind of similar to Gruyere. It's a little less expensive though.
okay.
Yep, go ahead and just layer that on. And then just take a little bit of Parmigiano, and I just like to put a tiny bit on the top, just because it gives it like a little extra dimension. It doesn't melt as well, but it has like that salty nuttiness that's just irresistible.
Tell me we're gonna melt this into a creamy, delicious goodness.
Oh yes, I'm surprised that the oven hasn't started roaring. Our oven goes like, so
let's get them in.
We're gonna pop these in the oven on the broil setting, high broil. If you have ramekins, that will be okay with that. And you're just gonna let it broil for about 5 minutes or so until it's nice and golden brown. Are you gonna whack me with it?
It's a microphone. See ya.
I'm the little spoon, literally.
Let's eat this thing.
Let's do it.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be an endless blow.
How do you even eat this?
It's like molten. Cheers. Oh my god. It's just insane. Isn't the broiled bread on the top like so amazing? It gets crunchy.
That is so good.
Buttery onions. And like the chicken broth isn't too overpowering. It's just so good. Check this out on tastefullygrace.com.
You won't regret it.
Want some? Oh my god. Not literally. Can you feed me cheese now? A fair exchange.
Here you go. Feed me.
True love.
I'll feed myself.